Hello again. So first things first, if you haven't already watched my original video about getting an autism diagnosis at the age of 54, then maybe you want to do that so that this video makes a little bit more sense. I mean, I can't guarantee it will make total sense, but we do what we can, right? There's a link to it in the comments below. So, it's been a handful of weeks since I posted that original video, and it fast became by far my most viewed video, like by far. I'm a very small little YouTuber. I'm happy when anyone at all watches my videos, so to get the kind of response that that one got was, well, if I'm honest, it was a bit overwhelming, but mostly in a really nice way. So before I get into this video properly, I would like to say a huge thank you to everyone who watched it, commented, shared, to the person, whoever you are, that put it on Reddit where it got some traction. To all of you, thank you so much. To everyone who left comments, 99% of which were very positive, thank you. It's really heartening to see that the things I said resonated with such a large number of people, many of whom are going through a similar thing to me. I'd also like to apologise if I didn't reply to your comment, especially if it asked a question. In the week or so after I posted the video, I tried really hard to reply to every comment, but pretty quickly there were just too many. And that, accompanied by the occasional vaguely unpleasant message, made me draw a line under it and step away. If you do still want to get in touch, you can contact me directly through my website. I would, however, like to address a couple of the tiny minority of negative comments. Most of them made very basic errors about autism spectrum disorder, exactly the kind of misunderstandings that neurodiverse people hear every day, so it seemed like a good opportunity to set some things straight. So, the first one is to the person who left a comment saying that autism isn't a real thing, it's made up and it's never been proven. This one was depressingly common, and I think it stems from people only knowing about the outward traits of autism and thinking, well, it just seems like they're being shy or rude or whatever. They should just be nicer. But of course, these things are, for want of a better phrase, the symptoms of what we're talking about, not the actual thing. So, to be vodka clear, and to quote from Devon Price's Unmasking Autism, autistic people have differences in the development of their anterior cingulate cortex, the part of the brain that helps regulate attention, decision-making, impulse control and emotional processing. They also have reduced and delayed development of the von Economo neurons, the brain cells that help with rapid intuitive processing of complex situations. Autism is a physical developmental disability. It is, like I said in the original video, a hardware issue. It is very much a real thing. Someone also left a comment asking where I got my diagnosis and how do I know that I can trust what they said, and I told them I got it at Starbucks. Also, while we're dealing with the basic arse clowns, there were a few that messaged me saying that autism is a fake condition created by Big Pharma. To which my considered response would be, why exactly would Big Pharma create a condition for which there is no medicine? I also got a fair few people telling me that it can be fixed by taking either colloidal silver or iodine or by praying. To the person that left the comment saying, I don't have autism, I'm just depressed. Well, yeah, I am. I've been living with depression for most of my adult life, and anxiety disorder and epilepsy, but you know what else I've got? Autism. A lot of people have more than one disability, and often, as is the case here, the chances of having one thing increase if you have some of the other things too. It is possible to break your leg and then get poked in the eye. Also, someone said that if I do have autism, then I'm clearly high functioning. And that's an interesting one. It's a bit of a problematic term, high functioning. It kind of implies that someone's autism isn't really bad enough to impact their day-to-day life, but someone's neurodiversity will affect different parts of their life in different ways. It's complicated and nuanced, and definitely not as simple as someone being high or low functioning. I can do some very complicated things easily and without much anxiety or friction, but I also find a lot of things that most people would feel are pretty basic life skills very demanding and stressful. And while we're on this subject, Hello to the person who messaged me saying that I'm only claiming to be autistic because I want to feel special. Babe, I spend my entire adult life literally being in the spotlight while people sit in rows clapping and laughing at me. Trust me, I get those needs met in my job. I don't need to fake a disability to feel special. That ain't it. Finally, more than one person said something along the lines of, yeah, but what does it matter if you are or aren't? What will it really change? And I can see that thinking, but long story short, it changes everything. I'm now able to look at my life, past, present and future, with the knowledge that I'm neurodiverse. So many of the fragmented episodes of, oh, that's just one of Matt's little odd things, are now grouped together under the same headline, and that helps. Many things will still and always be hard for me, but the big change is that now I know why. Part of the journey that we're all on in our lives is one of understanding, right? Understanding ourselves and others. And this feels like a big step for me in understanding myself. A lot of confusing, worrying feelings, times when I felt that I failed, things that have always been difficult, they've now been, to an extent, explained. And of course that explanation will hopefully also help those around me, those that love me, in that they'll have a little bit more information about why I am like I am. Someone quoted this in one of the comments and it feels like a pretty perfect way of summing this up. It's good to know that you're a normal zebra and not a broken horse. So that's about it for this one. Thanks again to everyone who responded so positively to the original video. As always, if you've made it this far, please do subscribe to my channel and give it a like and a comment and a share, etc. Most of my videos aren't about autism, although I figure it'll become a small running theme in everything I make in the future, in the same way that it'll become a running theme in my life in the future. I'm able to take the time and expense to make these videos partly because of the wonderful people who support my work over on Patreon. If you'd like to join them, there's a link under the video. Thanks again for watching. Hope you're all doing as well as can be expected. I'm doing good. See you next time.